Have you ever been in a relationship where you realized you were just a background character in someone else's life? That's how I felt with Jason. When I met him, I thought I'd stumbled into a real-life rom-com. He was charming, witty, confident, and had the kind of smile that made you forget what you were about to say. I was 24, just starting to get comfortable in my career. He was 27, already working in tech and living in a nice apartment downtown. Our worlds weren't perfect, but they collided like they were meant to. We met at a mutual friend's board game night. He leaned over during a round of codenames and whispered, "I hope you're on my team, you look like someone who knows how to win." I laughed. That night turned into weekly texts, then phone calls, then dates that lasted till sunrise. For the first few months, he was all in. Surprise coffees at work, late night calls just to hear my voice, weekend plans that felt like something out of a Pinterest board, farmers markets, movie marathons, spontaneous road trips. He'd call me his person. He even introduced me to his mom in the second month. It felt like I'd found someone who saw me, really saw me, but something started shifting around the 5-month mark. At first, it was small things. He stopped texting good morning. He started canceling plans more often. When I'd ask what was going on, he'd say work was just insane right now. I told myself to be patient. Relationships take work, right? Then he started pulling away. More noticeably that we'd be on a date and he'd be glued to his phone. I'd ask a question and he'd mumble, without looking up. I planned a picnic one weekend, his favorite food, perfect weather, even brought a portable speaker with our playlist. He bailed an hour before, saying he forgot he had to help a friend move. A friend I'd never heard of, but I didn't want to be the clingy girlfriend. I didn't want to be too much. So I gave him space. I waited. I let him come to me, but then the space became silence. I tried talking to him, gently. I told him I felt like I was always chasing him lately. That I didn't need grand gestures, just effort. He sighed. Actually sighed. Like I was bothering him. "You're just overthinking it," he said. "You know I care about you. Why are you being so dramatic?" I didn't know how to respond to that, but I knew how I felt, so I decided to try an experiment. I stopped texting first. I stopped calling. I waited. I just wanted to see if I mattered enough for him to notice. 4 days passed. Nothing. On day 5, he finally messaged me, not "I miss you," not "Are you okay?" Just, "Did you see the meme I tagged you in?" That was the moment something in me snapped. I replied with a simple, "No, I've been busy." Then I went quiet again, and you know what happened? Nothing. No calls. "No, let's talk." "No, I've been thinking about you." Just radio silence. It was like I was never there to begin with. I'd spent months treating our relationship like a house that needed tending. Fixing cracks, keeping the light on, watering dead plants. But it wasn't a house. It was an illusion. I was the only one doing the work, so I let it go. I unfollowed him. Archived our photos. Returned the hoodie I kept by accident. And then I did something terrifying. I moved on. I went back to yoga. Picked up baking again. I planned a solo trip to the mountains and actually went. I stopped waiting for my phone to buzz. 3 months later, I got a message from him. "Hey, been thinking about you. I miss us." I stared at it for a while. My chest didn't clench. I didn't cry. I just felt tired. A week later, he messaged again. "I know I messed up. I was just dealing with a lot. Work, stress. I didn't mean to make you feel forgotten. I really did care about you." Maybe he did. But caring without showing up? That's not love. That's convenience. I didn't reply, because I had already done the hardest part. I had stopped being the only one fighting for something that should have been mutual. I used to think love was about holding on. Now I know it's about knowing when to let go and walking away. That was the most loving thing I ever did for myself.